Are you wondering about your health future? After 50, every year matters more. I've seen it thousands of times. Some men thrive well into their 70s and 80s. Others begin declining much earlier. What makes the difference? As a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience, I've observed clear patterns. Your body is already showing signals, small, subtle indicators that reveal your health trajectory. In this video, I'm going to share 7 critical signs that determine your health future. These aren't myths or guesses. They're based on decades of research and my experience with thousands of patients. By the end of our time together, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle. More importantly, you'll learn what changes to make that could add years to your life. Stay with me until the end, because the smallest changes can have the biggest impact. Once you recognize these warning signs, you'll have a clear roadmap to a longer, healthier life. Now, let's begin with the first sign. Sign 1. Your recovery time. One of the strongest indicators of your future health isn't in your medical records. It's not your cholesterol or your blood pressure. It's something much simpler: how quickly you recover. Let me explain. Recovery time shows how resilient your body truly is. Think about 2 of my patients, Michael and David, both 55 years old. Michael plays tennis on weekends. After a match, he's tired, but within an hour, he's refreshed. By evening, he feels normal again. David also stays active, but after physical exertion, he remains exhausted for days. His body struggles to bounce back. What's happening here? Your recovery ability directly connects to cellular health, to heart function, to metabolic efficiency. When you exert yourself, whether through exercise, yard work, or climbing stairs, your body activates repair systems. These systems rebuild muscle, they clear out waste products, they restore energy reserves. As men age, these recovery mechanisms often slow down, but they shouldn't stop. I've seen men in their 70s recover faster than men in their 40s. It's not about your age, it's about your biological resilience. If you've noticed yourself taking longer to recover, don't ignore this warning. It's your body's way of saying something needs attention. Simple changes can improve recovery: proper hydration, adequate protein intake, better sleep quality, strategic rest periods. These adjustments can transform how quickly you bounce back, because in the end, how fast you recover today predicts how well you'll maintain strength and vitality in the years ahead. So pay attention to your recovery time. It reveals more about your future than almost any medical test. Sign 2. Your waist-to-height ratio. Believe it or not, the size of your waistline compared to your height tells me more about your health future than almost anything else. In my 3 decades of practice, I've seen this simple measurement predict health outcomes time and again. Forget BMI, forget the scale. Your waist-to-height ratio is what really matters. Here's why. When fat accumulates around your organs, specifically in your abdominal cavity, it triggers inflammation. It disrupts hormone balance. It strains your cardiovascular system. Let me tell you about James, a successful executive. Looked fit in a business suit, normal weight on the scale, but his waist circumference growing year after year. What he couldn't see was the dangerous fat building up around his liver, his pancreas, his heart. This visceral fat isn't just passive storage. It actively produces compounds that damage your body. The simple truth: your waist should be less than half your height. If you're 6 feet tall, 72 inches, your waist should measure under 36 inches. If you're 5 feet 10, 70 inches, keep your waist under 35 inches. This isn't about appearance, it's about function. Men who maintain this ratio show dramatically lower rates of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, even certain cancers. I've watched patients transform their health by focusing on this single measurement, not through extreme diets, not through punishing exercise, but through consistent, sustainable changes that specifically target abdominal fat. If your waist is expanding, don't wait for disease to develop. Take action now, because your waist-to-height ratio today is silently writing your health story for the next 20 years. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment waist below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Now, let's continue with sign 3. Sign 3. Your grip strength. Something as simple as your handshake reveals more about your future than you might imagine. Research has consistently shown that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality in men. I've measured thousands of handshakes over my medical career. The patterns are unmistakable. A firm, steady grip suggests strong muscular health, good circulation, well-functioning nervous system. On the other hand, a weakening grip often signals accelerating muscle loss, hormonal imbalances, even neurological changes. Let me tell you about two patients, both 62 years old. Robert maintained his grip strength. He could still open jars easily, carry heavy grocery bags, handle tools with confidence. Thomas noticed his grip weakening. Tasks that once seemed simple became increasingly difficult. He dismissed it as just aging. What Thomas didn't realize was that his declining grip strength signaled a much larger problem. His body was losing muscle mass everywhere. This loss, called sarcopenia, doesn't just affect your hands, it weakens your entire body, makes falls more likely, reduces metabolic health, even impacts longevity. Your hands are a window into your overall muscle condition. If your grip is weakening, chances are so is your core strength, leg power, overall resilience. The good news, you can rebuild it. Simple exercises with hand grippers, carrying weighted objects, even kneading dough, can maintain and improve grip strength. I've seen men in their 70s regain the grip they had decades earlier. So test your grip, pay attention to changes, because how strongly you hold on today directly connects to how well you'll maintain independence in the years ahead. Sign for your sleep architecture. How well do you sleep at night? Not just the hours you spend in bed, but the quality of that sleep. After decades specializing in men's health, I've seen how sleep patterns predict health outcomes with remarkable accuracy. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's repair cycle, your brain's cleaning system, your hormones' rebalancing period. Let me explain sleep architecture. Think of your sleep as a building. It needs a proper foundation, strong support beams, and a solid roof. In sleep terms, this means falling asleep easily foundation, cycling properly through sleep stages support beams, staying asleep through the night roof. Problems with any part weaken the entire structure. Consider two patients of mine, Peter and William, both in their mid-50s. Peter falls asleep within 15 minutes, moves smoothly through deep sleep, wakes feeling refreshed. William tosses for an hour before sleeping, wakes multiple times each night, feels exhausted despite 8 hours in bed. Over time, I watched their health diverge. Peter maintained cognitive sharpness. His testosterone levels stayed balanced. His inflammation markers remained low. William showed accelerating decline. Memory issues developed, his testosterone plummeted. Inflammation surged in his body. The difference, sleep architecture. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it fundamentally alters your physiology. It disrupts growth hormone release, impairs testosterone production, increases stress hormones, prevents cellular repair. If you're experiencing difficulty falling asleep, frequent night waking, morning fatigue despite adequate hours, snoring or breathing pauses, don't ignore these warnings. Your sleep quality today is actively shaping your health 5, 10, even 15 years from now. The good news, sleep can be improved. Strategic changes to your bedroom environment, evening routines, light exposure, nutrition timing can transform your sleep architecture. I've helped hundreds of men rebuild their sleep foundation. The health improvements that follow are often remarkable. So tonight, pay attention. Is your sleep giving your body what it needs to thrive? Because how you sleep now determines how well you'll live in the decades ahead. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment sleep below to let me know you're here. Your engagement helps this content reach more men who need it. Now, let's move forward to sign 5. Sign 5, your stress recovery. How quickly you recover from stress might be the most overlooked predictor of your long-term health. In my clinical practice, I've seen this pattern repeatedly. It's not stress itself that damages health. It's your body's ability to recover from it. Let me explain. When stress activates in your body, your sympathetic nervous system engages, heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, stress hormones flood your system. This is normal and necessary. The critical question is, how quickly does your body return to baseline? I measure this with heart rate variability, a powerful indicator of autonomic balance. Let me share a story about two patients, both successful professionals, both facing high-pressure careers. Mark and Anthony both experienced daily stress. The difference was recovery. Mark's heart rate and blood pressure would quickly return to normal after stressful events. His body efficiently processed stress hormones. Anthony's system stayed activated hours after stressful situations. His body remained in fight-or-flight mode. His recovery mechanism was broken. Over 5 years, I watched the impact. Mark maintained stable health metrics. Anthony developed hypertension, prediabetes, sleep disorders, cognitive issues. The difference wasn't stress exposure, it was stress recovery. This recovery ability declines with age, unless specifically maintained. Signs your recovery system is weakening include feeling wired but tired, racing thoughts at bedtime, blood pressure remaining elevated, trouble unwinding after work. These aren't just discomforts, they're warnings that your body isn't properly cycling between activation and recovery. The good news, you can train this system. Regular brief relaxation practices, strategic breathing techniques, proper nutrition timing, even specific supplements. These approaches can restore your stress recovery capacity. I've guided hundreds of men in rebuilding this critical system. The changes in health trajectories are dramatic, so ask yourself, how quickly do you recover after stress? Does your system easily return to balance? Or does tension linger in your body? Because your stress recovery ability is silently determining how well your body will function in the coming years. Sign 6. Your nutritional resilience. What happens when you miss a meal? This simple question reveals one of the most powerful predictors of your metabolic future. After 3 decades in men's health, I've observed a fascinating pattern. Men with strong nutritional resilience age very differently from those without it. Let me explain what I mean. Nutritional resilience is your body's ability to maintain stable energy, even when food intake varies. It's not about what you eat, it's about how your body responds when you don't eat. Consider two patients, Richard and Thomas, both 58 years old. When Richard misses breakfast, he hardly notices. His energy remains stable. His mood stays balanced. His focus remains sharp. When Thomas skips a meal, his world crumbles, energy crashes, irritability spikes, mental function declines, intense hunger overwhelms him. What's happening inside their bodies? Richard can easily access stored energy. His body smoothly switches between fuels, from glucose to fat and back again. Thomas is glucose dependent. His metabolism is inflexible. He's trapped in a cycle of constant hunger and energy crashes. This metabolic flexibility doesn't just affect your daily comfort, it directly impacts inflammation levels, hormonal balance, cognitive function, disease risk, longevity itself. I've traced health trajectories for decades. Men with high nutritional resilience consistently show better outcomes. They maintain stable weight, lower inflammation, better brain function, stronger immune systems. Those with poor resilience face accelerating health challenges. The good news, this system can be retrained. Strategic eating patterns, proper protein timing, specific movement practices, even targeted supplements. These approaches can transform your metabolic flexibility. I've guided hundreds of men through this process. The improvements extend far beyond just comfortable hunger patterns. They reshape entire health trajectories. So test yourself. How do you feel when meals are delayed? Can your body smoothly access stored energy? Or are you hostage to frequent feeding? Because your nutritional resilience today is actively shaping your health destiny for the next 20 years. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment nutrition below. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that can transform men's health. Now, let's move to our final sign. Sign 7, your purpose clarity. The final sign might surprise you. It's not physical, it's not metabolic, yet it predicts longevity with remarkable accuracy. It's your sense of purpose. In my decades of clinical practice, I've observed something fascinating. Men with clear purpose age very differently from those without it. Research backs this observation. Studies show that people with strong purpose live longer, healthier lives. But why? Purpose creates biological resilience. It activates neural pathways that support health and healing. It provides context for overcoming challenges. Let me tell you about William and Robert, both retired executives, both in good physical health. William lost his sense of purpose. Days became indistinguishable. Time stretched endlessly. He felt increasingly irrelevant. Robert found new purpose. He mentored young entrepreneurs, volunteered his expertise, built meaningful connections. Over 7 years, I tracked their health. William's biomarkers steadily declined, inflammation increased, cognitive function decreased, muscle mass diminished faster than expected. Robert maintained remarkable stability. His health metrics remained strong. His cognitive function stayed sharp. His physical resilience persisted. The difference: purpose clarity. Purpose provides something essential, a reason for your body to maintain function. Without it, biological systems begin quiet, progressive shutdown. With it, your body maintains resilience, far beyond statistical expectations. Signs of purpose deficit include increasing apathy, loss of morning energy, difficulty making future plans, statements like "I'm just filling time." This isn't just psychological discomfort, it's a biological warning system. The good news: purpose can be developed at any age. It comes from contributing your unique abilities, building meaningful connections, creating lasting impact, solving meaningful problems. I've guided hundreds of men in rebuilding purpose after major transitions. The health transformations often astonish them. So ask yourself, what gets you out of bed in the morning? Where do you direct your unique gifts? How do you measure the meaning of your days? Because your purpose clarity today is silently shaping your biological future for years to come. Final thoughts. Now that you understand these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect. Where do you stand with your recovery time, your waist-to-height ratio, your grip strength, your sleep architecture, your stress recovery, your nutritional resilience, your purpose clarity? These aren't just interesting observations, they're powerful predictors of your health trajectory. The encouraging news: every single one can be improved. I've guided thousands of men through these transformations. The results are often remarkable. Men who seemed destined for decline rebuild resilience in these systems. Their health trajectories completely change. This isn't about perfect health. It's about identifying specific weaknesses and addressing them strategically. Small changes in these areas create compound effects over time. If you've recognized areas needing improvement, don't wait for problems to develop. Take targeted action now. The goal isn't just adding years, it's maintaining vitality throughout those years. True health isn't the absence of disease, it's the presence of resilience. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one insight that resonated most strongly and share how you plan to apply it in your life. Your experiences matter to me. They help shape future content that serves men's health needs. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps more me discover these critical insights. I'm Dr. John, and I'm committed to helping you build a longer, stronger, healthier life. I'll see you in the next video.